fellas, we can be that mistake. Let's do this. What's up, y'all?
What's going on, guys?
We're Embrace the Suck 21.
Yes, we are.
I'm Spencer.
And I'm Daniel.
And we are doing James Acaster on Would I Lie to You.
Finally.
Finally, yes. He passed the comedian test, stand-up test.
Yep.
And now we are back on our Would I Lie to You with him. Mm-hmm. You know, we're fans of this, so...
Oh, yeah.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
It has. Really has.
Yeah, so
I'm here for it.
Let's just dive in.
Yep.
You were aware of deer, though, weren't you?
Yes, actually I was.
So you'd
Because
seen
of Bambi.
deer?
Hang on, because fiction. This doesn't make sense. You've seen a fictional reindeer.
Well, if
Flying in the sky.
if Bambi flew, then I probably wouldn't have believed in deer.
Did you stop believing in carpets when you saw Aladdin?
Yes.
I don't understand how you can go through life without seeing a real reindeer.
Sorry, we're talking about reindeer? Not...
Hello, David.
No, but...
Reindeer.
Now, I have...
Questions.
No, it just... I get it. I've seen maybe a reindeer once or twice.
Yeah.
But a deer, I almost hit them every day.
Yeah, that's... driving in roads in America,
Yeah.
you will encounter deer.
Yeah.
It happens.
Oh, man.
And no, it's not fast food.
No, because it definitely slows you down.
Oh, yeah.
It was a Barbra Streisand song. It's from Yentl. It didn't do very well.
What was the song?
Papa, can you hear me?
Oh, a lovely tune,
yeah, you
that
love
one.
it.
That's
I don't know.
lovely.
I don't
But
know
not
properly,
on
I don't.
Yentl.
It so
It
is.
certainly is.
That was a test.
There's a walnut in your parents' house.
Yeah, there
you,
is.
for whatever reason, maybe hunger, want to open it.
Yeah.
There's a sledgehammer.
Who was witnessing this?
There were... my parents were there, my brother, his wife, my wife.
Peter Gabriel.
David's not going to get that joke.
So I'm getting the dynamic out here. It's like this young guy is roasting the hell out of these two old guys.
Yeah.
Man.
man.
He's that shitty kid that you have to deal with.
So he just delivers the zingers.
Yes.
He's just like the one line, just bah.
Yeah.
All right.
Sledgehammer. Oh, sledgehammer. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I'll rephrase that. Rob and David aren't going to get this joke. What happened? Was it...
You'll find there's absolutely no visible scar.
I believed everything until we looked at his funds.
There's nothing
And then I was like, that man not only has not hit himself in the thumb with a sledgehammer, but I don't think he's picked up anything in weeks. I once spent the night in a bush in Basingstoke.
David's team. Right.
That's a true.
Yeah.
Why were you spending the night in a bush in Basingstoke?
I missed my train.
Where do you live?
Well, at the time, I lived in Kettering in Northamptonshire,
Right.
Rose of the Shires.
Why didn't you go to a luxury hotel?
Well, David, at the time, I had no money in my wallet at all, and my phone was dead. I had no way of contacting anyone.
That certainly adds up.
Why a bush? Why not a bench or, like, somewhere warmer than a bush?
Well,
Is a bench warmer than a bush?
I would say a bush is warmer than a
A
bench.
bench is definitely colder than a bush. It's more exposed.
there's an old saying, you're warmer in a bush than on a bench.
So where was the bush? Paint the picture of the local
It was right in
area.
front of the train station. And there was like a little, like, pick-up point for taxis and stuff. And then it went down a little bit to the road. And then right in front of the road, just a load of bushes.
So you didn't look for a long time for a particularly comfy spot?
I'll level with you, David. The amount of time it took me to decide to sleep in the bush was embarrassingly short.
Was it? Now, that does surprise me. It was a quick decision. You've missed your train, and you go, right, that's it. And you immediately, like, 14 seconds later, you're snoring.
Well, I actually didn't get to sleep. It was scary. I was freezing, actually. Even though the bush... It was a nice, roomy bush.
Can you remember the shape of the leaves?
It was like small little Basingstoke leaves.
Individual leaves?
Yeah.
Variegated?
OK. You have to explain what that word means.
It means there's a sort of white bit on the outside, I think.
I wasn't paying attention to the leaves. I had bigger problems at the time. I wasn't sitting in the bush going, one day, I may have to justify this entire experience on what I liked it.
I love it.
Oh, man. That was like a nightmare these days. Your phone is dead. You have no money. How would you survive these days?
Sleeping in a bush, I guess.
I've never slept in a bush.
No.
And I've never found a bush that it was like, hey, this looks comfy.
I think I would just walk around until the next day.
Yeah.
Rather than sleep in a bush.
Have you been in a situation where you can't get into a hotel room and you kind of have to kill some time?
Yeah, but never... Soberly, no.
Soberly, no?
No.
Not in the army? Like
no. Oh,
right.
bush? Oh, bush sleeping? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, like... the army wasn't by choice. You know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think I would just stay awake until the next day.
Yeah.
Instead of sleeping in a bush.
Yeah, yeah. Like, the closest I've ever come is, like, when I went up to New York to see Sam Fender, and, like, I had some time to kill between...
Oh, that's right.
Between the end of the gig and when my Amtrak was leaving out of Moynihan Station.
And you couldn't find any good bushes.
No, I couldn't find any good bushes. No, I couldn't. No.
Take a quick cat nap.
No, didn't take a quick cat nap. I mean, I was a little drunk, so I kind of stumbled around New York, and I got on the wrong subway.
The fact that he's doing this stone cold sober is terrifying.
If shit hits the fan, I want James Acaster on my side.
Oh, yeah. Bush. All right, cool. Done.
Better memorise the leaves than whether they're gentrified or whatever you said.
Gentrified.
So, James, you've settled down in the bush, and you're lying there, but it's cold.
Oh, I'm sitting there.
Sitting in the bush?
Sitting there, cross-legged and cold. I had a T-shirt on.
How are you going to go to sleep sitting?
I was scared.
What were you
I hadn't
scared
really...
of?
It was Friday night in Basingstoke. There were hoodlums around.
And all you had on was a T-shirt?
And jeans.
And jeans, of course.
Yes.
I still feel like the bench is warmer.
So, did anybody hear you in the bush and come and investigate?
At one point they did. At one point some hoodlums stopped outside the bush. They said, you know what we haven't done in a while? We haven't beaten someone up in a while. That's how they speak, David. Bullies speak like that to each other. And I was in the bush, and at the time I was wearing a red dress.
What?
You said? What?
I was wearing a dress by now.
Why? You said you're in a T-shirt.
Originally I was in a T-shirt, and then I had to put a dress on.
Why did you put a dress on?
It was cold.
When did you get a dress?
I had it in a bag.
Why?
I was making a short film, and I had to buy the wardrobe for the cast.
You're in the bush. The hoodlums had moved on. They didn't beat you up.
I tricked them. I put the bag over my head.
You seriously put the bag over your head?
Yeah. Put yourself in my shoes. They're saying they want to beat someone up. If they look down and see me wearing a dress, it'll be like Christmas. So I put the bag over my head, and now if they look down, they'll think someone's left a bag and a dismembered body.
People at home, don't put bags on your heads.
No. Let's go back to the temperature of this.
Oh, God.
I love this guy. Let's go back to the actual temperature. Let's break down the science of it.
Yeah, he needs, like, an actual explanation here.
He's like, his mind's blown that someone picks a bush over a bench.
Yeah, never mind the fact that he's wearing a dress.
Yeah, just like, oh,
to
that's
keep
normal.
warm.
Like, that's, okay, that makes sense.
Oh, that makes sense.
But the bench bush thing. I love
mine
that.
is blown.
Yeah. Oh, God.
You said you went into the dress for warmth, but surely the jeans and the t-shirt were warmer than a dress. There's a lot.
I
of
don't
ventilation.
think. I think he
To
said
be
he put
fair,
the dress
I
on
don't think
over.
he took the jeans.
Yeah.
He did.
Oh, it was double.
Yeah, no, but he didn't slip out of the jeans and the t-shirt, fold them up nicely at the side, and then get the dress and put it on and go, oh, I look wonderful. He wasn't doing that.
Oh, right.
By the end of the night, he's wearing the jeans, the t-shirt, the dress, and the bag.
Can I just say, it's lucky this didn't happen to Melvin, because if so, he'd have been on a bench wearing a dress and nothing else.
Oh, God!
Let's go for a guess. Is he telling the truth? Mel, what do you think?
Okay. Well, now we're playing the game now.
Yeah.
I'm going to say lie.
I'm going to say truth. He looks young enough to have those things happen.
Yeah. I mean, I'll give you that one, but we're not really playing for anything right now. I'm just gonna say lie because it just seems
It's like whose line points.
Yeah, it's whose line points exactly.
Where the points don't matter.
Yeah, everything's made up and the points don't matter.
Yep.
I say a lie, you say truth.
I say truth.
All right, let's see.
I think looking at James, I can believe that he could put on a dress with a bag over his jeans and t-shirt, but a man that picks a bush over a bench, I can't trust. So on that basis, it's a lie.
Oh.
Faye.
I've got to absolutely say it's true. I'm believing every element, really.
I'm going to go true.
True.
Yeah.
You're saying true. Right. James, was it true or was it a lie?
It's true.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
All right, I give it to you. It was true.
Oh, God.
You know,
man.
he does look like the kind of guy that would do that. He
Pick
probably,
a bush, yeah.
In a bush, like, you know, he's probably done some shit. He's been through some stuff.
I love that, though. Like, if you're, let's say, a hoodlum, right?
Yeah.
And you see someone in a bush, I wouldn't pick on that guy.
Mm-mm.
That guy's at the end of his rope.
Yeah.
So that's a dangerous person.
He has nothing to lose.
Yeah. You don't mess with that guy.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Oh my God.
James, how do you know Jerry?
This is Jerry. He's the fireman who every Boxing Day soaks me with water during a festive game of squirt.
What?
Okay. What's going on?
Squirt is a game.
Is it?
Yeah. 2 teams of firemen.
Okay, so that's for a game of squirt. The first thing you need is 2 teams of fire.
And they go either side of a river.
Yeah.
And you get a rope and you tie it up in a tree at one side of the river. And then you run it along and you tie it to a tree at the other side of the river.
Yeah.
But before you've tied it to the other side, you thread a barrel across it.
Of course you do.
Just thread a barrel.
Yeah. What if there's a fire in the local area during the lengthy setup for a game of squirt?
Well, he's not. They can't put out fires anyway. He's only volunteer.
What?
Sorry?
They're just a volunteer fire brigade. They're not allowed to put out fires.
What? All right. Something's lost in translation here. If you're a volunteer fireman here in the States, you're qualified to put out fires.
You better be.
You better be. You better be able to go in there
If it's part of your
and put out
name,
the fire.
If it's part of your title, you gotta put out. Oh man, what? Unless he's knocking him down for being a volunteer fireman. He's like, he's just a. They send the pros to do that. He's just a volunteer.
God.
What are they allowed to do? Just look at them?
They are permitted to pick up litter.
Where do they get the fire engines and everything from then?
Their fire engine's an old one. It's more like a ice cream van that's painted red.
The volunteers, do they have the uniforms?
No. The Kettering Volunteer Fire Brigade have a T-shirt and it has an emblem on it of a fire being put out by a beer.
What?
I love that.
Talk us through the rules of squirt.
Okay. You get the barrel to the middle of the rope, right in the middle of the rope, and then both teams aim their hoses at it.
Are the volunteer firemen allowed real water, or do they just mime it?
They're allowed water, they just can't aim it at a fire.
Okay.
If there was a fire, they would have to turn the hose off.
Right.
So what happens next?
Someone's like, go! And then they both turn their hoses on and they aim it at the barrel. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to get the barrel, trying to squirt it along the rope so it gets to the opposition side of the bank. And all the water is hitting this barrel, and we're standing on the bridge. Getting soaked.
Yeah.
And then you walk home going, good squirt this year.
What the fuck?
Right, now then, is Jerry Sean's concerned copper, James's fireman friend, or Lee's peeved paramedic?
Oh, I don't. I mean...
I think.
All right. So is it James's guy? Do you think?
Hell no.
No.
Hell no. If it is, I've gained all respect for your volunteer fire department people. I love that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it is not James's person.
I think it's James's.
You think it's James's?
I think it's Sean.
I mean, I think we're agreed Lee is lying.
Yeah.
The question is it James or Sean?
I think it's a mate of James's from the pub who was a volunteer fireman.
I'm not happy about this. My instinct is that James is telling the truth.
Right.
But I know what that's saying publicly. I know what I am then believing. I'm believing a game that is played across a river between volunteer firemen with a souped-up ice cream van and squirting a barrel in which the locals come and stand and watch in just the place where they get splattered with water.
What's it going to be?
It's like
that's so true though.
It's a new tradition. Like they had cheese rolling.
Yeah.
They have tar barrels.
Flaming barrels. Maybe that's where they get the barrels from.
Yeah. It's squirting people on Boxing Day.
Yeah.
That's Great Britain.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
come
If it
on.
can be a sport and there's enough alcohol involved, sport.
Yeah.
I think it's James.
You're going to go with James?
Yeah. Go on, I'm
Jerry,
saying it's James.
would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Jerry, and I'm a volunteer fireman who soaks grain.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jerry.
What?
It's just confirmed everything.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I like this game. I like this whole show.
Yeah.
Because last time it was, you know, how Lee was telling he was his karate instructor.
Yeah.
And then, but you have to break it down. If I believe him, then that means I have to believe that he's taking karate.
Yeah.
You know? So it's the same vein. Like, oh my God. I love that.
Yes, Jerry is James's fireman friend. Thank you very much, Jerry.
One Christmas, on hearing I wasn't going to get the present I wanted, I tried to drown myself.
Oh!
In protest.
In protest.
Tell us the story.
Well, I wasn't going to get the present.
All right. Before we get into this, I have never learned that I wasn't gonna get a gift, and then for one, and for two, drown myself in protest.
We're not those people.
No.
But some people get sad sometimes, I guess.
Yeah.
This is very dark, but I believe it right off the bat.
Yeah, it reminds me of how I figured out that there was no Santa Claus.
Oh, dude, I cannot. All right, that's a talk I had to have with Alexander at some point.
There is Santa Claus.
Yeah,
Santa Claus is real.
Don't worry, it's gonna be years before he finds this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Santa Claus. So I won't
I won't
share this story of confirming that there is Santa Claus.
Oh God, Jesus, let's do it.
Present I wanted.
Which was? What did you want?
The Spice Girls debut album, Spice.
That's so weird because I did get it and I did try and drown myself.
Don't applaud that. It's a great album.
How old were you then?
I was like 10 or 11.
Right.
So you wanted the album.
No, he really wanted it.
That was good.
Stop right now.
That was really good. That was
good.
Man,
That was
dude,
good.
Lee is quick.
He's really quick.
He is quick.
Hell yeah.
Wow. No. He really wanted it.
He really wanted it.
Oh, that's good.
So you wanted the album.
Yes, I really wanted it.
In case they don't use mine in the edit, yeah? Just say stop right now.
Yeah.
I love that one if they use this.
Who's your friend? Big Ears?
So what happened, James?
I wanted the Spice Girls album, Spice. And so did my sister. We've both been pestering our parents a lot for the album. My father decided he had to tell us before Christmas who was going to get the album or not, because he didn't want an upset on Christmas Day. And so he waited until we were in a safe space with the local swimming pool. We'd all gone for a family swim.
Yeah. It's a lovely Christmassy thing to do. A lot of people do a lot of swimming in the run-up to Christmas.
Has to be an indoor pool. Come on.
In my mind, I hope it's outdoor, because that's just more badass.
That would be funny.
That's a father move. Yep.
You?
Yeah, that's just
You would do that?
Like, hey, now that we're by this body of water, I'm going to tell you your massive disappointment. Who was that comedian? That was like something about swimming. It's like he taught me how to golf, and then he left me, and I had to swim back to shore, or something like that.
I don't know.
But
I want to know now.
It's the Canadian comedian that had the one-liners.
Stuart Francis?
I think so.
Yeah, Stuart Francis. Yeah.
So,
Because it was in honor of the 7 swans of swimming.
Yeah.
That's what we did. We were swimming, and then my dad called a family meeting.
Shallow end?
Shallow end, yeah. Oh, you're not treading water during a family meeting. He said, right, it's a week until Christmas, and I'm just going to let you know that Ruth is getting the Spice Girls album.
Oh.
Well, where were you then? At the time, I looked like I overreacted.
But take us through this reaction. Paint a picture of how a young James reacted.
It was like a storm came over me. I was very angry. And then I turned and I walked to the other end of the shallow end. I did a width.
Yeah.
I would have stormed away, but it's very hard. Wade through the water. You have to say every now and again, I'm really cross. Went to the other end, and I turned round so they could see my face, and I just sat down slowly.
You sat down slowly.
And I was under the water. I went, well, I was thinking this. I guess I'll either stay here until one of 2 things happens. Either I get the Spice Girls debut album Spice, or I'm gonna die.
Which happened?
Well, what happened was, I came back up again, and I saw that not only were they not, they were just carried on swimming. They got always under the water now, and my dad quickly went, problem solved, but they carried on swimming.
What are you thinking, Noddy?
I just don't think...
Okay. I'm going to say true. Like, he seemed like a very disturbed person.
Yeah,
that would do that at a young age.
I think this is. I'm gonna have to say false. Just because when you choose your battles, you choose your storm outs.
Yeah.
You choose your protest moments very wisely or stupidly.
Yeah.
Water isn't. I'm not in my element. I got to be comfortable when I storm.
Yeah.
And I can't storm in water.
But at the same time, like, you know, I think 10 or 11 is like just on the cusp of the age where you can have public meltdowns like that and get away with it.
Yeah.
But not get away with it, but have it be understood.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to say false. You say true.
Yeah.
Let's see
we're
what it is.
contradicting each other again.
Yep.
I think his dad would do that. I think he'd buy 2 albums.
Oh, I'm unaware that you knew my father, Noddy.
What do you think about the 2 albums buying issue?
Well, like, as a parent, I just would have thought that just quietly, like, going off to HMV to buy an album is easier than taking the whole family for a group swim.
So what's he going to say, David? What's it going to be?
I think it's false.
I'll say lie.
You think that you both think it's a lie? I'm going to say lie.
Hold on.
James,
Pause it.
were you telling...
Hold on. Pause it. Pause it. I heard this man just call this man naughty.
Okay.
Stand by, guys. I got to research something. That's Naughty Holder.
Naughty Holder?
Yeah.
Okay. Who is that? Okay. Slade! Oh my god!
Yeah.
I knew him for somewhere.
Yeah. Once he said naughty, I'm like, Naughty Holder. Okay?
Oh,
I'm like,
my
it's
God.
Christmas? And I'm like, Christmas theme? And I was like, what?
Christmas!
Hey, that is all due to the reactions we've done here.
Yeah.
I put that together.
Yeah. Oh my god.
There
And
you
how did
go.
I not get that? I'm the musician of the two of us.
Yeah, I was like, I heard naughty, and I haven't heard naughty at all. And I was
Oh.
like, there's only one.
Man, oh man. That is a big L for me.
Got it.
Put some F's in the chat.
All right.
Is the truth, or was it a lie?
I was telling the truth.
Good job. Wow.
I got it! Woo-hoo!
James did try to drown himself in protest over his Christmas present.
Wow.
Mick, and for 6 months, he was my sworn enemy when a practical joke got out of hand.
So Mick became your sworn enemy because of a practical joke?
That got out of hand.
That got out of hand?
Yes.
So what was the practical joke or prank?
First of all, I'll say for the record, before we carry on, I hate this boy. I'm nothing but content for him, and I'm furious he's got on this show.
How do you think I feel? I can only see him every second Friday.
So what was the practical joke, James?
He put cabbage leaves in my bed.
How did he get in your room?
I was staying at his house.
On a sleepover? How old are you?
A few years ago.
Yeah, well, he wouldn't have been born.
He was 9.
And you were what, 31?
I was, what, 28? 29?
And how do you know him?
I know his dad. He's his son.
Oh, God. I'm about to say, we're getting
I
some
was like,
Jimmy
oh.
Savile
I
vibes
was
here.
like, what is going on? Maybe he dated his mom. Oh, man.
And you were staying at their house?
Yes.
Why did he put cabbage leaves? Why is that a thing?
Well, it's not a thing until he started doing it.
Yeah.
There's something severely wrong with him. I don't know why he started.
But you say
Pulling this kind of
started
stunt.
doing it?
Yeah.
What do you mean start? This is a one occasion when you're
Is it?
staying there. Well, I don't know.
What? This is the first of many, David. I said got out of hand. I do not use those words lightly.
So you regularly stay at the house of...
Oh, no. Oh. This little man does not restrict these pranks to his own house. He has no respect for anyone's privacy and will cross any boundaries available to him. I hate him with all my heart.
So he initially put cabbage leaves in the bed you were sleeping in when you were
True.
staying at his father's house.
Yes.
Right? And then subsequently,
Yes.
he has followed you and put cabbage leaves in other places you've been sleeping.
No.
Okay? What then?
He sent me a cabbage in the post. He sent me half a cabbage, cling filmed, in a box. I was out when they delivered it. I had to go to the post office to pick it up. A note inside that said, "You got cabbaged again."
That is a British prank
That's awesome.
if I ever heard
That's
one.
awesome. You just got cabbaged.
You got cabbaged.
You had to go pick it up. You had to take a pause from your day just to go pick up the parcel waiting for you and possibly pay for it.
It's like the one time we picked up that thing from the P.O. box.
There's the dude's face.
It
Right?
had the dude's face on it.
Did we throw that thing away? Oh,
yeah, it's probably in the trash over there somewhere. Anyway, I actually had to pay.
You had to pay.
To have it.
You had to pay to have it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
God.
awesome.
P.O. box in the description if you want to send us something like that.
What the fuck?
Okay, so he's doing that. Did you, bearing in mind that this is a minor, did you at any...
It was a major as far as I'm concerned.
Did you at any point retaliate?
Yeah, but it took me 6 months.
What did you do?
After 6 months of this...
Well, but you say 6 months of this.
Yeah.
What is this? There's the initial cabbage leaves in the bed at his house.
Yeah.
And there's the posted half cabbage.
Yeah.
Anything else?
His granddad cabbaged me to my face.
What does that mean?
He gave me a present. It was all wrapped up nice. I thought it was a nice present. I unwrapped it. It was another half a cabbage wrapped in cling film. Members of the public started cabbaging me. I made the mistake of talking about it on the radio, and then everyone got the idea, and I couldn't turn up to a gig without there being a cabbage hidden somewhere in my dressing room.
Glad you're playing safe and not saying it on telly, eh?
Yeah, joke's on you, bud. Oh.
When we eventually do go over there, I'm not saying shit to y'all.
Nope. No.
Put a sausage roll in my
No, definitely
rooms.
definitely don't put a sausage roll and send it over. You
No.
don't travel well.
No. But feel free to put, Iron Brew or Walker's Crisps in there.
Something non-perishable.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So, did you retaliate?
I absolutely did. I removed all of his belongings from his bedroom and replaced them with cabbages.
That's, I would say, a disproportionate response.
6 months of my life, David. 6 months of my life of not knowing where the next cabbage was coming from. It was horrible. I had to go big. I've been cabbaged so many times. Somebody started a Twitter account, was tweeting pictures of cabbages on me every day. They said stuff like "Oi, oi, Savoy." It was horrible.
And that was just the tip of the iceberg.
It's lettuce.
Oh, but come on, cut me some slack.
No. I would say that anyone who can enjoy that joke about a lettuce would have to be a sociopath.
All right.
Oh, we didn't get to find out if the kid was
Let's
his.
see. Let's see.
Yeah. Let's see. No, we're not
we
gonna
don't?
see it.
Oh. Let us know in the comments.
Let us know in the comments.
Boom.
Ah!
All right, that was a good one. All right.
So, David's team, which way are you leaning?
I believe Gabby, but James is just weird, so I believe him even more.
Your paranoid view seems to be the whole country's in on it. Now everyone's sending you cabbages.
Every time people
Oh,
laugh
hold
at
on,
me,
hold
I
on.
suspect they're my enemy, which makes my job very difficult.
You think Gabby, but James even more.
David thinks it's me, so...
Oh, I don't know. James.
You're going for James. Mick.
Okay. Now that we know it's gonna be revealed, is it James's?
I think it's James's.
It's James's.
That level of contempt, you can't fake that.
Yeah, and you can't fake tweets,
You can't just call little kid the bane of your existence. Just for shits and giggles.
Unless that family's got a great sense of humor.
Would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Mick, and I am James's worst enemy.
Yes. Mick is James's feuding friend, and here's the proof that is what James did to Mick's bedroom. Thank you very much, Mick.
That's awesome. What? What? What is that? Is that him?
Yeah. Shoot.
Wow, man.
There you go.
Well, that was
That is automatic two thumbs up
that's
right
funny,
there.
man.
My God.
I like the way we do it here. I like that we try to find their stand-up, if they are in fact stand-ups, and then we proceed with the "Would I Lie to You?"
Yeah, like I said at the top of the video, like I want James Acaster going through a hood area with me.
Oh yeah.
Like,
oh yeah,
because
that'd be funny.
he would know what the hell to do.
Either you guys would come out with an epic story or not.
Yeah.
At all.
At least you'd survive.
Oh, I didn't put that on the table. I
Oh,
said
you
you either come out with an epic story or not at all.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm not even.
That's like, hey, you either come out with something epic or you don't come
I'm
out.
still trying to process this.
Dude,
so
I love this guy. This guy's funny. This guy's funny. He's part of. He can be part of the crew. any
Yeah,
day.
yeah. Put in the comments more James Acaster.
Please.
Because we are here for him.
Yes, we are.
We would love to drink beers with him.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. In the meantime, thanks for those comments, liking, subscribing,
Yes.
hitting the bell, and sharing with your friends.
Yes, definitely, guys.
And until next time, wash your hands, scrub your toes, wipe your ass, blow your nose, embrace the suck.
Unplug and do something epic.
See you next time.
Later.